Okay, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that you can implement right now in order for you to increase your muscle mass. The quest for muscle for me personally has been a 25-year span, a lifetime affair. I've tried everything from German volume training to West Side barbell training, powerlifting style training, very slow eccentric training, all of which have served a purpose at different varying times through my training career. Of all the training styles, all the false tan, the bodybuilding shows, the lighting, the professional photo shoots, out of all that, here are my top 3 tips in order for you to start noticing gains in the quickest possible time. Tip number 3 is without doubt going to give you the quickest or the fastest possible visible results, so stay tuned for that one. Tip number 1 is probably the most obvious and the most simple. You just got to get in the gym and you've got to try and hit all those muscles at least 3 times a week. There's so many arguments on the best way to actually achieve this and the best way and how many times to hit those muscle groups each week. But for me personally, I've found that over the years, for the bigger muscle groups of the back, the chest, the delts and the traps, I've found that 4 to 5 exercises, 3 to 4 sets, between 6 and 12 reps has normally brought about the best gains, and 3 to 4 exercises of 12 to 15 reps for the smaller muscle groups like the biceps and the triceps, for instance. What actually matters the most here is consistency and with your training and progressive overload over time. So we want to get stronger and try and lift heavier weights each time we go to the gym. Tip number 2 is to increase your protein intake. Again, this is a heavily debated topic, which there's tons of studies out there that if you have a Google, you'll find those and you can peruse them at your leisure. But be careful, because you'll find that there's a lot of conflicting information out there as to exactly how much you should be taking. But a good rule of thumb is to shoot for around 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight. I'm currently 92 kilos, so for me that would equate to around 150 grams of protein per day. Preferably this will come from food, but it's not always that easy, so getting yourself a good quality whey protein isolate would be a good idea in order to get those numbers up. Tip number 3 is to supplement with creatine. I've had an on-off relationship with creatine over the past 25 years, and mainly because I forget to take it all the time. But every single time I do come back to taking it, I'm reminded of why it is such a good supplement. Within a couple of weeks of taking it, you're going to start actually seeing visible results. You're going to start feeling a little bit stronger in the gym, and you're going to recover quicker between workouts and even between sets. And if you're already lean, you'll notice it even quicker. Get yourself a good creatine monohydrate and aim to consume around between 3 and 8 grams per day. Yes, you're going to be holding water, but guess what? You'll be holding that water within the muscle cell, which is going to cause the muscle to look fuller and rounder.